And now you can see.
Oh! What an incredible 6 times. Oh!
You can see all my skin peeling off.
So I've got scars over there.
It's like peeling off my arm, isn't it?
After a year of self-inflicted acid burns, Jessie's tattoo is still visible.
That's what it's like now. It's still got scabbing on it.
Now, finally, Jess has seen sense and sought professional help from tattoo expert Aaron Mullen, who runs a tattoo parlour in Hereford. Today, she's going for the very treatment she initially rejected, laser removal.
It's not working then. Are you happy with the way it's feeling? Or?
I am now, but it's quite pinky purple.
You haven't put any more on?
No.
Thank God.
No.
I'm taking it you're not recommending it to your friends?
No, definitely not.
Jess is hoping this will be the end of her tattoo nightmare.
See, it's very scarp still and it is very shiny.
Yeah.
So I think lasering is going to be well out of the question for the time being. At some point, we will be able to start the laser process, but obviously I don't want to start it now and then make this any worse than it already is.
I've never seen anything like it before. My reaction was shock, and I was like, well, where is it? And she says, well, it's underneath this scalp.
I was hoping for a better result. I regret actually doing the acid now because I probably made the process slower. I think it will take 6 months to 9 months for it to be completely gone. So it's quite a lengthy process.
We're keeping everything crossed that we can sort Jess out. Obviously, she's really upset about all things. She's been upset for a long time about us shooting into such drastic measures to use acid on the skin. I'm hopeful we'll be able to do something for her.
Jessica's arm is a serious reminder to always consult a professional. Wannabe model Elia Beasley is desperate to get rid of her hated tattoos.
It just makes me think, that's disgusting.
She wants the lyrics of shamed rock star Ian Watkins covered up.
Instead of getting it lasered, I want something nice and big to cover it up.
But it's a difficult job, as the tattoo is large and very dark, and she's struggling to find someone to take it on.
I've asked quite a few tattooists. Everyone seems to be adamant they can't do it. It seems like an impossible job to them.
In desperation, Elia has travelled 150 miles from her home in Hampshire to Derbyshire to see if Tattooist to the Stars Kevin Paul can help.
The tattoo, because it kind of looks like it's ready-made, like it's all like laid in a regular plate.
But the stencil lining is just the first stage of the cover-up.
I waited for about 3 hours, doing the line in the background.
Alright, ready? Even after 3-4 hours on it'll be many more before this tattoo is complete.
I'm going to aim at, say, 5 hours of shading after tonight.
With more than 1,500 tattoo parlours in the UK, business is booming. But so are the number of tattoo disasters. So excessive inking is just a way of life. And for this 35-year-old brummy, tat shouldn't just be in your face, it should be on it.
My name's Keegan England, Body Art.
Or simply Body Art for short, the property manager, formerly known to his mum as Matthew Whelan, is Britain's most tattooed man.
I love the art style, the art form. It's my version of beauty.
Body Art fell in love with tattoos just aged 9 and got his first in work at 16.
My first tattoo was almost my last tattoo. It's that painful. I almost stopped my very first one. However, it was about 6 months after.
20 years and 40 grand later, every inch of his body is covered, including the whites of his eyes. But running out of places to ink isn't a problem for Body Art. He's now transforming his body in a new way.
Oh my God. I'm having it's my ears cut out. It's a lot. It's like an art form. It's an extreme form of beauty.
Yeah, you heard right. As far as Body Art is concerned, the next logical step the carb makeover is modifying both his ears.
I'll do a curve. I'll draw a curve.
little peaks in, so it actually cut that inside shape.
Dr. Evil McCarthy, one of the UK's top tattooing and body modification experts, is taking on the job.
I'll be pointing on whatever.
I'm going to smooth it off here, yeah. So we'll stitch it up there, so we'll smooth that area, come out, and I'll say these bits will just be. There's one is going to be what looks like a sort of bite mark taken out the top of the ear, so someone's taken a chunk away, and then more of a sort of pointy cog sort of effect on the base. The other ear, we're just going to take a big section away, so it's just got a much smaller area. It'll be the smallest bit of ear that's left anyway. But like I said, I don't want to take out
Very noticeable.
Oh, very noticeable, yeah. Because you weren't standing out before at all. Nobody knows. You blended into a crowd, and now we're going to make you stand out, definitely. So that'd be good. We cater for young growing people that want to look slightly different.
It's very important that you trust the person that's working on you. Trust Matt a lot. He's one of the best, if not the best in the country.
What's under the knife? Is it cheers to the new ears?
Oh! Very different. But it's also very cool. I like it.
Good, because I can't put it back in again.
Removing half an ear for art may seem extreme, but for body art, it's all part of an ongoing
I think it's a quirky thing going on with that tattoo my uncle, so it's like seen illegal. Next license for me is seen illegal. And when we start messing around in my mouth, then myself with my teeth, this podcast not being the very important of information journeys always ongoing. Tattoos very talking out dark.
Some tattoos are carefully thought out for others have served a major role.
Last to get up to 25. Pan it and gun a bit, come on, 13 yellow. Come on.
When thrust down and went out on the lash, the writing was on the wall. A one task, all of his back. The support worker from Manchester is no stranger to professional.
Since the first video games were released, there have always been some people who have attempted to take gaming a step further. And now the video games are getting a lot more attention from major media platforms. The achievements and records set by gamers like you and I are becoming more and more recognized. You're watching Gamer Brain, and today we're taking a look at 12 video game records that may never be broken.
The ridiculous result of a drunken night.
Number 12. First video game in space. Some pretty weird things have been taken off this planet, but in 1993, Russian astronaut Alexander Serberov blasted into space aboard a mission to the Mir space station. Although without knowing it, Alexander was setting a gaming world record by bringing a Game Boy and his personal copy of the ever so popular Tetris along with him. His Game Boy spent over 197 days in space before it returned to Earth and sold for over $1,200 upon his return. Number 11. Most F-words in a single video game. No, Grand Theft Auto doesn't get the award for most uses of the word in a video game. That distinct honor goes to Mafia 2, which for those of you who don't know, has a pretty hefty amount of F-words throughout playing it. While 2K's Mafia Adventure didn't snag any Game of the Year awards, it does get the award for being able to drop up to 397 F-bombs in an average 12-hour playthrough. That's 33 F-bombs being dropped in your face per hour, or on average, 1 every 2 minutes. So if you don't like swearing in video games, or you're a little kid, then maybe you should stay far, far away from Mafia 2. Number 10. Best-selling game of all time. Does this game really need any explanation? It's Tetris, the game that is possibly the most popular puzzle game of all time. This game has been released for practically every single home console imaginable in some form or another, from the Commodore 64 all the way up to the PlayStation 4. Tetris is almost untouchable when it comes to sales records as well, selling over 495 million copies worldwide. It seems almost unimaginable to me that any other game will even come close to selling as many copies as the puzzle game began. Number 9. Longest Call of Duty session. The popular publication Guinness Book of World Records cites that 135 hours is the longest session of gameplay in Call of Duty history. Although their rules do come with a slight catch, the record holder for the longest consecutive Call of Duty gameplay session is Australia's Okan Kaya. This man was able to take a 10-minute break for every hour he played of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The rule granted our record holder some much-needed rest between sessions. We definitely wouldn't want to see anybody die after attempting to break this record, and spending 6 days straight staring at a television screen is enough to make anybody go insane.
Come on in and take a seat.
Number 8. Gamer beats Dark Souls with 9 different controllers. For some players, simply beating a video game just isn't enough. I've seen Twitch streamers beat Pokemon games with a Guitar Hero guitar, but clearly somebody had to take it a step farther. In March of 2016, a Canadian streamer used a Rock Band guitar, drum kit, piano,